Howdy my totally tubular gamers, and here we are. I can't believe it, but today we're doing a ranking video on Minecraft. Yeah, we're actually going to be talking about Minecraft. Now, Minecraft, I don't really think it needs an introduction at this point. It is easily the most popular indie game ever made, and it is really a cultural phenomenon and one of the most popular video games of all time. It really is pretty crazy how big Minecraft is, especially nowadays. Like, it really is one of the biggest games when it comes to longevity, users, sales, all that fun data. Minecraft's always just been near the top. Like, whether you played it all the way back in the late 2000s when it was in like alpha, beta, when you played it when it came out in 2011, or you weren't even alive then and you're playing Minecraft nowadays, like, Minecraft is just eternal. Everybody knows Minecraft who knows games, and I mean, there's a reason Minecraft really did change the game, and you don't need me to tell you all that. You already know Minecraft. But today, we're going to be ranking all the Minecraft games today. I know a lot of people probably go, but there's just Minecraft. You would actually be incorrect. There are 5 Minecraft games nowadays, more than just the regular Minecraft. And we're going to be ranking, reviewing them, just talking about them. You know how it goes with these videos. And yeah, let's just kind of get right into it. I'll only be talking about Minecraft, the original game, once also. I know I could probably make tons of ranking videos based off all the different versions and updates and all of that fun stuff. We're also looking at only one version of each game, so I'm going to be just looking at Minecraft on the computer. That's the version I've always played. I know it is available on literally every system at this point, though. Also, no mobile titles. Shout out to Minecraft Earth, though. That was a cool one. Anyway, let's just get right into it. We're going to be talking about Minecraft and its spin-offs. Let me know your favorite down below or some fun memories. Please like, share, comment, sub. Please sub. It says 99% of y'all don't sub or watch this video, so thank you very much. Let's get right into it. Out of all the Minecraft games, all 5 of them, what do I think is the weakest? I think the weakest in the Minecraft series is Minecraft Dungeons, developed by Mojang and Double 11 and published by Xbox Game Studios in 2020. Minecraft Dungeons, you know, I was pretty excited when I saw this. I was like, wow, a new Minecraft game, like a new Minecraft spin-off, and it looks like Diablo, but with Minecraft. This is going to be really cool, and I finally got around to trying it, and yeah, I was actually pretty disappointed by this one. Now, I don't know if this is the hottest take, but this game really just didn't jive with me. The story takes place in Minecraft in the overworld, and it sees the player and friends going up against the arch illager, a illager who was, you know, bullied as a kid and made fun of by the other illagers, so he exacts his revenge. Not the most exciting story, but I mean, it's Minecraft. What do you expect? Now, the gameplay of Minecraft Dungeons is, like I said, pretty similar to like Diablo, where it's kind of isometric and it's a dungeon crawler where, you know, you just kind of attack almost everything that moves. It's more of a hack and slash style dungeon crawler, and yeah, you collect loot, you explore areas, and you just kind of go from level to level. This game does not have any crafting or building in it, you know, Minecraft with no crafting. Interesting choice, I will say. And another interesting twist, there's actually no class system in this game. You can really pick up and use any armor or weapon that you want to. If you find it in the world, you can use it. And I mean, I guess that's cool, but at the same time, I feel like there's no customization when you do that. And speaking of customization, or really lack of customization, a lot of this game is actually procedurally generated, you know, like regular Minecraft, and, you know, that works for Minecraft, but I don't know about this one, Chief. Like, this one, a lot of the levels feel incredibly similar since they are procedurally generated. There are some handcrafted dungeons here, but even those have randomly generated, say, monsters, traps, puzzles, or even bosses. In addition to, you know, all the random loot that you could expect in a game like this. There is some RPG elements here. There are like enchantments and there's these artifacts, and every item does have a ranking, so, you know, you can clearly tell what's better than the other. Now, the gameplay itself, I would say it's like serviceable, but I would not say the gameplay of Minecraft Dungeons is particularly all that exciting. Now, while I think the game is pretty charming, like with its visuals and the music, which did end up getting into Smash Bros. With the Steve DLC, I think the core gameplay is actually really basic, and there's really a lack of depth here to even keep me all that interested in playing. Like, and before you go, this is Minecraft, what do you expect? Well, what I love about regular Minecraft is it's great for everybody, not just kids. This really does feel like baby's first dungeon crawler, to the point where it just actually is incredibly shallow, and there's really not much going on here, and the game failed to keep me all that interested in it, and the game's only like 2 or 3 hours long. Like, there really isn't a lot here. And you know, I'll just be real, I just didn't really have much fun with this game. I will preface, I did play solo. You can play through the whole game cooperatively. I bet it's way more fun in co-op, but by yourself playing through this game 2 or 3 hours, I really didn't enjoy myself. I was like, gosh, this is a really basic, easy, kind of boring dungeon crawler where a lot of the levels feel the same. The combat, I mean, it's fine. The loot is really basic. There's no customization really. And yeah, the game looks kind of nice, but like, parts of it really did just feel soulless, honestly. Like the fact that you can't craft in this game, like what? And then the game, by the time I played it, it had, you know, its short length of like 2 to 3 hours, maybe like 4 if you take a while. But then there was a bunch of DLC. There was 6 expansion packs the game wanted me to buy. And I've heard like, oh, the story's good in those levels are good. Then it's like, I don't want to buy any DLC for this game. Like, I didn't really enjoy the base game. Why am I going to buy the DLC for this one? And that's really my final thoughts on Minecraft Dungeons, is I didn't enjoy my time with it, and it's one of the most lackluster dungeon crawlers I've played in quite some time. I will give a shout out to the arcade game that came out a bit later. I've played this one at like round 1 here in California. The arcade game's actually pretty solid. That one is actually pretty cool, but I didn't play enough of it to the point where I was going to give it a separate entry. Shout out though to that one. Play the arcade game, honestly. It's better than base Minecraft Dungeons. I don't recommend anybody even bothers with base dungeons. And so our next game is Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, initially releasing in July of 2017 and finishing up in December of that year. Now, Minecraft Story Mode Season 2, like the title implies, it is the sequel to Minecraft Story Mode, the Telltale point-and-click adventure game that was based on Minecraft. I was pretty shocked this game got a Season 2. Like, you know, I get it, it's Minecraft, it probably sold pretty well, but like, I didn't peg Minecraft to get a sequel. I didn't even peg Minecraft to get a story mode, period. But here we are with the second one, and you know, after finally trying it, I did have to go get a physical copy since it has been delisted. I gotta say, I thought this game was just alright. So this game really is a continuation from Season 1, taking place sometime after the first one, and has some returning faces, but it is plenty of new characters and adventures, and the game really centers around Jesse and his friends going up against something called the Admin, which got a kick out of me. The gameplay remains largely the same from the first game, where it is a point-and-click adventure game, but there's actually a decent amount of interactivity here, more than just making choices in the occasional QuickTime event. There is actually crafting and combat here. There wasn't crafting in dungeons, but the Telltale story game, oh, that game's got crafting in it. And you know, I actually think it's fine enough, and it's pretty true to Minecraft. I would say this game actually has more interactivity to it than the first game, especially when it comes to the building and the combat. It's been a little refined. But is the game better? I mean, as you can tell where it is on this list, no. While I do think there are some improvements, especially to the gameplay, and it definitely feels a bit nicer, like combat-wise, I don't think this game hit the same way as the first game did, and I found it much more dull and just less engaging. Like, maybe it's just me, but the second time around with these characters and world were just not as interesting. The pacing is also really slow in this game. Like, it was slow in the first game, but this game, it's just even slower, and the game really failed to hold my attention. By the end of it, yes, it actually got interesting and I came around to it, but those first few hours, it was a bit rough, and I was just like, when is something interesting going to happen? I mean, if you really love the characters and the story of the first game, I'm sure you're really going to enjoy this game. In fact, if you like the Telltale style, or you really like Season 1 of Minecraft Story Mode, I think you're really going to enjoy this one, but this game, it just never really got its hooks in me and sank deep in me like the first one did, or so many other Telltale adventure games. It just was kind of there for me a lot of the time, especially by the end of it. I was like, alright, I mean, it's kind of interesting, but is it wrapping up now? And that's never a good sign. Again, this is a good game. It's a solid enough game. It has good voice acting. It has decent character work. And if you like the first one, you're going to like this one. But me, I just didn't really sit all that well with me. Like, I was just like, it's alright, I guess. And so here we have Minecraft Story Mode Season 1 releasing all the way back in 2015 by Telltale. And you know, I remember when this game came out, and I'm pretty sure most people's reaction when this game came out was, I'm sorry, what? Minecraft is getting a point-and-click adventure game? And you know what? This game, honestly, it was better than it had any right to be. I don't think most people were expecting this game to be even half as good as it was. And when it comes to all the Telltale point-and-click games, this is actually a pretty decent one. Obviously, with it being Minecraft, some stuff was mixed up from the usual Telltale formula, particularly the graphics, and then they added combat and crafting, and all of this, it's pretty basic and it's not exactly challenging or anything, but it does add some variety to the gameplay and it mixes things up. I would say that I think this game is actually even really good for people who don't really care much for Minecraft. If you like adventure games, if you like the Telltale games or point and click games, I think even you can enjoy something here. Obviously, the setting and some stuff that is actually integral to Minecraft is here, but a lot of it is pretty friendly to people who aren't super familiar with Minecraft, and the game does a decent job of explaining like everything. It takes place in, the overworld and sees the main character, Jesse, just a random resident of this universe, going up against, this giant monster and going on a journey with his friends. And I think the story's actually pretty decent. It does have a bit of a slow start to it, but it really does pick up and has a lot of interesting moments. The game kind of has almost like 2 stories in it, since there are 8 episodes, which is the most of any Telltale game. Like 8 episodes for one season, that's a lot. And there's that key plot there, but then there's like a kind of a secondary plot also that's just kind of fun that's thrown in there as well. This game actually does have a lot of fan service if you're really into like Minecraft lore and have followed Minecraft for a while, so I will give that as well, but it's not to the point where it's like, oh, if you don't know anything Minecraft, all of this is going to fly over your head and you're not going to know what's going on. No. Like I said 30 seconds ago, even if you're not too familiar with Minecraft, I think you will enjoy this game. I think the game has a decent story to it. I like how interactive it is with the crafting, the building, and even the combat. Like I said, Season 2 is better in that aspect, but I think the story and the world are just so much more interesting in this game. I was a lot more intrigued, and I really did want to see what was going to happen. And I can say that this game actually is a pretty solid presentation. I think the voice work is actually really good, with a lot of really big name voice actors in there as well. Yuri Lowenthal, Patton Oswalt, like there's a lot of good voice actors here. And I think the graphics are, again, Minecraft, but I think it's actually pretty solid in the Telltale tool, and I think it has a good presentation. And if you like Minecraft, this is low-key a must-play. If you like point-and-click adventure games, go check it out. Unfortunately, like the second season, it has been delisted, so you will have to physically get a copy of the game if you want to play it. It is on Netflix, I think. Hopefully it's still on Netflix. I don't actually have Netflix to check, but I think it's on Netflix as well. My point is this is a good one. This is one that is actually worth trying. And so here we have the most recent Minecraft game, Minecraft Legends, releasing just a couple days ago, developed by Mojang and Blackbird and published by Xbox Game Studios. Now, Minecraft Legends, I wasn't really too sure what this game was based off the trailers and the gameplay, but now after finishing it, I can tell you exactly what it is. The game takes place, in the Minecraft universe, and it actually sees the Nether invading the overworld with the piglins trying to spread its corruption across the overworld, and so it's up to you to team up with all the mobs to stop the Nether. And I actually think this is a really interesting concept. I've always wanted to see what would happen if the Nether got into the overworld, and here we are. When it comes to the gameplay, it is an action strategy game, and it is pretty much nothing like any other strategy game like ever made. I've never seen a strategy game made like this. The game plops you down into this procedurally generated world and says, look, there's a bunch of piglin bases all over the world. It's up to you to take them out. There's also some villages, and you got to protect these from the piglins. How are you going to do that? Here's some spawners for some enemies, and you just go at it. The core of the gameplay really is the battles against the piglins. It's about taking on their fortresses and trying to destroy their portals, which are at the center of them. How are you going to do this, though? What are you going to be doing? You're going to be crafting. I'll add that. You can actually craft in this game. You collect resources with these fairies. You spawn enemies to help you to go through these bases. You can actually spawn a bunch of tools. There's defending tools. There's offensive tools. There's a lot here you can actually build. And I think the building is really solid in this game. It's actually super intuitive. It's easy to use with a controller. And it was actually fun. But once you have everything set up, it's all about taking on the piglins. It's all about going into that fortress and taking them out. And so you'll be spawning a ton of different units. They give you some basic ones at the beginning, like some golems and, these little arrow shooters. But eventually you get the mobs you want. You get the creepers, you get the skeletons that shoot the arrows. You get the zombies, and by the end of it, even the villagers join you, which is really funny to see. And you just go in there and start wrecking house, whether you've got 5 people with you, or eventually you can get up to like 50 if you keep upgrading everything. You can have just an entire army come in to fight all these piglins. And this game, I actually had a ton of fun with it, way more than I imagined I would. I was like, oh, is this going to be kind of like Dungeons where it's like baby's first strategy game? No, this game is actually not like that. This game is much more along the lines of for everybody. I could see some kids really actually struggling with this game and really coming to grips with the mechanics because there's a lot going on here. It took me a couple hours to really get a grip on everything, but once I got it, once it clicked and it all came together, this game was a blast. Like, I had a ton of fun. Whether it's creatively building ways to the portals to take out enemies as fast as possible, or just rushing in there with a ton of different Minecraft creatures. Like, this was a lot of fun actually, and they throw a number of different gimmicks in there. There's even some boss fights. There's a bunch of variety when it comes to the enemies and the locations as well. It is randomly generated, but it doesn't really mean all that much. Like, the way that it's set up with the bosses, like each boss, or really each group of the piglins has their own little gimmick. Like, one of the groups, they're always up on these high up places, and so you got to actually build stairs to get up to them. Another one, they just infinitely spawn piglins all over the place, so you got to just really rush in there, give them the rundown. And I actually really did enjoy the variety here. I really did enjoy the combat as well. You know, it's not the most strategic, and it is more on the action side than the strategy side. Look, you're not going to come in here and expect Age of Empires or Total War or anything like that, because if you come in here thinking that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You are not going to get that. If you're a really big strategy guy or gal or person or whatever you identify as, I will say, if you're a really big strategy person, you're probably not going to love this game. You're probably just going to think it's alright, especially if you're really well versed in strategy games. I can't see you really loving this game, but if you're someone who's pretty casual with strategy games like myself, where it's like, okay, I played Halo Wars like way back when, or I like Minecraft, I'm going to try this one. Like, if you're one of those people, I think you're really going to get a lot out of this. I think you're going to have a really great time. The game is fully playable in cooperative mode. I did not try cooperative mode. There is even PvP. PvP seems cool enough, but I haven't really delved much into it. I was digging the game's presentation. I really do like how it looks. The game ran really well on my computer, never had any issues there, no bugs, no glitches, nothing like that, outside of some really kind of stupid pathfinding. The game is a bit janky, I won't lie to you. There are some parts where I was like, ooh, this is a bit clunky, or this is janky, and like I mentioned, the pathfinding for your teammates and sometimes the enemies, it's not so good, I'll just be real. And I could see a lot of people not really caring much for just how action-oriented it is. But when it all comes together, I think this is a really solid game. Yeah, you really have to babysit your units sometimes, and it can be a little annoying, but I thought it really added to the chaotic feel to it, and again, I was just actually having a really nice time with this game. Look, it's not amazing, it's not perfect, it's not the best strategy game you'll probably even play this year, but if you're looking for a pretty casual, fun action strategy game, I think that this is absolutely a solid one. Like, it is 10 to 15 hours, I'd say, depending on how long you take with some of these battles. Some of them can get pretty long. There's no pause button, it seems, either, which is a bit strange. I've seen some people complain that there's only 8 units. I think the 8 units are fine enough, and they're all really unique, and apparently they're going to be adding more to this game. Hopefully not paid, a bunch of paid DLC like Dungeons, but apparently they're going to be adding more to this game, more units, maps, features, etc., and we'll see how that all goes. I'm curious to see how this game pans out in, say, a year. I'd love to know what your opinion is on Legends, because I'm seeing a little bit of a mixed response across the board. But I recommend it. I think it's worth playing, and it is on Game Pass, so. But you already knew the best Minecraft game was going to be, you know, Minecraft. Whether it's the original version you played way back then, or you're playing the new updated version nowadays where they've abandoned Java. Like, it's going to be Minecraft. I mean, what do I even have left to... What does anybody truly have to add to the conversation of Minecraft? Well, I'm gonna try my best. I remember when Minecraft was in alpha and beta. I was in like middle school, and I remember getting it and thinking it was pretty cool, but I really got into it when Minecraft actually came out, officially hit 1.0 in like 2011. I was pretty hyped for it. I played a ton of Minecraft and then dropped off for many years until finally coming back to play with little nieces and nephews and the kids, you know. And they've changed a lot in Minecraft, they've added a lot, but the core gameplay is still always going to be the same, and it's always going to be a great time, whether you're crafting, weapons to go take on the next dungeon, whether you're literally going in the mines and getting all the materials. Like, it doesn't really matter what you're doing in Minecraft. It's always pretty fun, it's pretty peaceful, and it just keeps going and going, and they keep updating it and adding more and more. Like, they added bees. I remember when the nether wasn't even there, the ender dragon wasn't there. Now there's a bunch to it. There's like lore, and there's just so much more to Minecraft. It is crazy how much there is to Minecraft. There's a bunch of mods. There's a bunch of stuff you can add. The community around Minecraft is legendary. It is really big, and it's not just kids. You know, it's not just kids. It's really everybody, especially the people who grew up with it. And I mean, it's Minecraft. Like, the aesthetic is incredibly iconic. The music is incredibly iconic. It's the, you know, national gamer anthem. Minecraft, without a doubt, is probably one of my favorite games ever made. I mean, whether you're just exploring around the randomly generated world, you're trying to survive, whether you're building your first house and it ends up being a mud house, or eventually when, you know, you're surfing and turfing and you're actually pretty raw at Minecraft and you're out here getting the 360 no scopes with your bow and arrow. What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, what I'm saying about Minecraft is anybody can like Minecraft. It's one of those games that you absolutely must play before you die, no matter who you are, because again, it's Minecraft. It's legendary, whether it's awesome crafting mechanics, it's annoying enemies like the creeper that just sneak up on you and blow up your house, or it's going into the actual mines and finding everything and uncovering the secrets of the world. Like, there's so much to do in Minecraft. It really is a legit sandbox. You can do whatever you want, more so than almost any other game. Like, Minecraft really helped popularize the idea of, like, do whatever you want, go wherever you want. Like, whatever you want to do, there's almost infinite world. Really, there is like infinite world to explore and see, and you can build whatever you want to build to your heart's content. They even have creative mode where you can just fly around and build stuff. Like, I've never not had fun with Minecraft, especially playing with friends. We, you know, have our own little server where we all of our homes and we chill and hang out and stuff. Like, and this is recent too, not when I was just like a kid or something. Like, it really doesn't matter how old you are. Like, Minecraft's fun for everybody. Like, anybody who shits on Minecraft and goes, oh, it's just for like little kids or whatever. Really, now, come on. Minecraft is great for everybody. Hating on Minecraft's like, what, you're gonna hate on the Beatles and Michael Jackson next? I bet you're real fun at parties, huh? Anyway, I'm getting off track again. Minecraft, you know, it was also one of the games that really popularized the survival genre. I mean, there wasn't a ton of survival games before Minecraft, and I mean, since then there's been, you know, plenty, and then eventually it became Battle Royale. That's a story for another day. Minecraft is Minecraft. It is eternal. It will always be here, and it will always be getting updated, honestly. It's one of the most popular games ever made. It's sold like crazy, and for a reason. It's iconic. It's legendary. It has the depth of like an ocean. There is just a ton to it. Minecraft's really good at instilling that childlike wonder where it's just like you really want to explore and chill and hang out and just see what the game has to offer. And to anybody that hasn't played Minecraft at this point, one, I'm gonna ask was why? What are you playing instead? And two, just go play it. Like, it's Minecraft. It's on every platform. It's on Game Pass as well, and it really is on everything, and I bet you could even get the little ones in your life to play with you if you are so inclined. But I will leave it at that. I don't really know how somebody's supposed to even review Minecraft in 2023. I mean, it doesn't really need one, and so you knew it was going to be number one on this list anyway. But if you're still here at this point, comment bricks as in what you used to build a house. I really appreciate you. You're a real one. You are a real one. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, just have a chill time. Bricks. See y'all later. Bye-bye.